girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love and Hip Hop Miami review. So let's just get right into it. After the morning after the night before, when all of the fun is over, will you still want me? That's that Frankie Beverly and Maze. Y'all know nothing about that, youngsters. Anyway, that's why I get mad. Motherfuckers calling me a millennial. I'm about to be 30 years old, bitch. I ain't no millennial. What's wrong with you? So y'all, after the morning after, Bobby regrets slapping the dog shit out of Jeffrey, okay? He knows he was wrong. He's all sad, puppy dog, crying through his mascara and foundation to Miami tip with her small arms, giving him good advice, telling him he was wrong, telling him that he needs to go talk to Jeffrey. Meanwhile, Jeffrey playing like he know how to fight at some fucking boxing ring. His two female homegirls come in and talk to him. He like, yeah, I'm at the party with Malik. And Bobby comes in and they like, hold up, Malik, the fuck what you doing with him? Last time we checked, he blocked you on all his social media because he didn't want anybody to know he was gay like anybody else didn't already know he was gay. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. His friends feel some type of way about Malik because of how their relationship went last time. And here we are again talking about the same dude, okay? He's wearing lip gloss too. It's just clear. Don't think it's not popping, bitch. Don't think I don't see you, Malik, okay? Because Malik works on my nerves, but we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, Jeffrey's upset. He got slapped. You were being a disrespectful, cheating little bitch. You deserve to get slapped. But we're gonna act like it's the worst thing in the world. I'm not here for domestic violence. And I know y'all gonna be like, it's the same, whether it's a man and a woman, or a woman and a man, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. And I'm like, yeah, to an extent, yeah. But one slap, bitch, calm down. So Veronica pulls up on Steph at her video shoot for her little song. Her little song is cute, okay? I like the song. I don't like her hair and makeup, but I like the song. When they sit down and talk, we got to talk about what happened with Amara and Young Hollywood, and that brings us to JoJo, bitch, okay? We got to talk about JoJo. Steph had an issue with her being a messy little bitch, running back to Amara saying that they were talking about her bad. When really they weren't talking about her bad, but they were saying something in front of somebody who she cannot trust, okay, about her that they were not saying to her face, okay? When she was sitting down talking to y'all, y'all understood her plight. When y'all sitting up there talking to Young Hollywood, all of a sudden y'all feel like she should just fucking let it go. I feel like y'all all out for self. Y'all not real loyal friends and y'all disrespectful as fuck. But you know what? We'll move on from that because now JoJo's the issue. Veronica feels like she doesn't like JoJo. JoJo thinks too highly of herself. She walks around like she that bitch. And it's like, Veronica, you do the same. Why are you acting like it's an issue when somebody else has confidence? Okay? You do the same thing walking around, a nigga better have this, and that. But when JoJo just walks around with it because she already has it, you have a problem with that. So now you need to go talk to JoJo because you feeling some type of way about JoJo, even though you was the one talking shit about JoJo to Amara. I don't understand. Y'all, Gunplay gives us like the serious moment of the show. His homeboy, Stro Corleone, is the local rapper. He died. He was shot. It was violent, okay? I remember this when it happened a while back, but he is having a really hard time with it. Him and Kiara go to the cemetery to visit his grave. This has really fucked his mind up. And in Atlanta, he was doing great. He didn't have to deal with all of this. And as soon as he comes back to Miami, somebody really close to him dies in gun violence. You know, with this bullshit, with this trap life, whatever. And so now Kiara is worried about him. So they have a sit down talk, okay? And Kiara just tells him that even though you're going through this right now, this is not the time to fall. This is the time to continue to strive and move forward and be the best you that you can be. This is the time for that. Don't let this knock you off your road. Don't let this knock you off your path. But he's not really there. You can tell that this is about to go downhill really quick. You can tell that Gunplay is not about to be the upstanding guy and not do alcohol and drugs. He's about to plunge into self-deprecation right now. And I can just already see it. You can just see him going into it. Like, come back, nigga Puffy, come back. And no, he's gone. He's already gone. So we gotta have another stupid scene with Trina, okay? Not because I don't love Trina, but because all of Trina's scenes have nothing to do with her. So Joy is a hairstylist. Y'all know Joy. That's Trina's cousin. That's Trick Daddy's wife. okay? They haven't been together in a while. She kept popping up on him a couple episodes ago to his much chagrin. He didn't like that. She even stopped over to his house where Dawn was because Dawn is his manager, and that explains why he hasn't really been popping lately, whatever. But now we're all meeting up at the hair salon, okay? Because Joy knows how to lay a lace front wig, okay? So she's doing Trina's hair, and Dawn comes through. So we can all talk about Trick. Dawn says that she was surprised to see Joy at the door, considering she hadn't been there in 4 fucking years, okay? Joy says that she needs to, talk to Trick. They need to move past this. They need to get over it, whatever that might be. Trina wants them to break up because in all of these years, he's never tried to fix the problem. Nobody has had, ever tried to fix the problem. The shit fucked up, and that's where it needs to stay at. And Trina wants them to break up and stop with all this bullshit, get a divorce, and go your separate ways. But Dawn is talking that yang, like maybe you should talk to him because, it seems like anger, but really it's hurt and it's pain and he still loves you and bloggity, 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 blah. But Trina's like, that is not what we're about to do, okay? Look what's going to happen. I'm having an event. That's when I'm going to tell everybody about the TNT album. Me and Trick going to be working on this album. After that, we can all go sit down and have a conversation. And Joy, you can tell Trick how you feel with a mediator because it's obvious that when y'all have conversations alone, nothing gets done. We had to have a setup scene for this shit. Like, come on, bro. So Shay in a club with another bad wig on, okay? And guess who decides to plop his ass down next to her but Scrappy, okay? Now, we kind of knew this was going to happen because it seemed like they were going to try to make this a storyline where Shay and Scrappy might try to get back together, but the BAM wasn't fucking here for it. The BAM was like, you could play like that if you want to. And what happened? Now the BAM and Scrappy are actually really married. So Shay is going to get her heart broken and her face cracked one more time. I wonder if she'll ever learn the lesson. I wonder if she'll ever learn the lesson because she has not learned it yet. She has not learned that in order to be in a relationship with somebody, they have to actually say that that's what they're doing, okay? I don't know if her and Pleasure P ever had that conversation, but I do feel like she's the type of bitch to move to another state for a nigga and act like they really in this deep, profound relationship that y'all are really not in. If he's not at your house every night, if y'all don't talk all the time, if you don't feel like he don't have time to fuck somebody else, like I'm just saying, there are certain things that happen in a relationship with a man when you feel like the trust is real and y'all really in something deep. And there are times when you know this nigga is not being honest with you and there's something he's not telling you and he's not letting you in all the way. And it was obvious to me that Pleasure P wasn't ever letting Shay in all the way because he don't know what the fuck he want to do. Now, he do want to be a petty little bitch and post videos and shit on Instagram, but I want him to know that regardless of how bad Shay's wigs are and how crazy her ass is, he is still much to blame for what happened. You a player dog ass nigga and you try to act like you not. You a fuck nigga masquerading as a good nigga and we ain't got time for that no more, okay? So I'm gonna need for you to shut the fuck up until your next storyline comes on the show, okay? Shh, Pleasure P, shh. Okay, either way, Scrappy is there to talk that shit to Shay. Talking about how much she meant to him and how real that shit was and how they real friends and all of this type of shit. And he ain't never stopped talking to her. You know I got love for you. I ain't never just left you out there or whatever. And I'm like, yes, you did. When you got engaged on national television when she was in the back with a 30-year-old mama wig on. Y'all, I can't take it. She's sitting in a fucking club crying about how much this nigga hurt her. But oh yeah, that's okay. We back cool now because Scrappy then came and smiled and told me how much I meant to him and that he would be mad if I was with somebody else. So now we back on and popping. I guess this my man now. I guess I have ownership rights. So if I hear about him with somebody else, I'm popping off again. See how this is a circle? See how we keep going around and round with this cycle of bullshit, Shay? So Malik goes to apologize to Prince. And within the conversation of apologizing for all of the fuckery and chicoonery that went down, he also wants to come out to him. And just like we've all been saying, Prince is like, I kind of already knew there are certain mannerisms, the way people carry themselves that you just kind of know. All I do know is Malik the Fiber Freak, you weren't convincing anybody that you were heterosexual for jump. So all of this anxiety that you putting yourself through is for naught, okay? Prince accepts him and Prince listens as he talks about how scared scared he is about losing his business because people will say they're okay with it, but then they won't pick up the phone the next time you call. They won't answer your messages. And he has built his life and his livelihood on his relationships with people because of what he does, whatever the fuck that might be. So he is very much worried about how this will affect his business. And because Prince is a business person, he totally understands it and is sympathetic to Malik's plight. And in this moment, we all like Prince because Prince is being the good guy that we probably know is deep down in there underneath all of the narcissistic bullshit that he has layered on top of it. But we know it's in there, Prince. This is a good moment for you. So JoJo and Veronica meet up, right? And this book with light-skinned Latino bitches, you know, like them, they're white, right? And they're talking to each other, and we both have like elevated senses of self. So, you know, this conversation is not gonna go well. Veronica thinks that JoJo is being a hypocrite because she's mad at Veronica and Steph for talking about Amara, okay? But then she goes and talks to Amara about them, and then you go and tell everybody what happened. So she just feels like it's the same thing. Like, we all talking about one another. Why is it that you get to be exclusively right in the situation? Well, because y'all was fucking over y'all friend, Veronica. That's really why. That's the only difference. And JoJo wants to talk about why Veronica has a problem with her but doesn't say it to her face. She was like, well, I do have a problem with you. I don't really fuck with you because I feel like you all high and mighty and you think your shit don't stink. You think so well of yourself and all of this type of shit. And then they get into each other's backgrounds and how she grew up with money, she's a millionaire and all of this shit. It's like, JoJo, you on Love and Hip Hop. You being a millionaire does not even fucking matter right now. You know why? Because you're on Love and Hip Hop. Being a millionaire and going to law school would have meant something. But being a millionaire and being on Love and Hip Hop means absolutely fucking nothing in this discussion because she still brought you down to the ground by sitting back and watching you get upset while she lets you know that she a hood bitch. She ain't got to prove nothing to nobody and you really don't want it with her. And if you want to jump, you can jump, but you's a hypocritical ass bitch who thinks so much of herself and don't nobody give a fuck. She ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. And in this moment, I was like, well, checkmate, Veronica, goddamn. Like I said before, at least she real about her bullshit, okay? She got JoJo so mad, JoJo throw the drink in her face and they all jump up, but you know security get there before anything can happen. But JoJo, in a way, I feel like let Veronica fuck with her head by basically making her feel like she was a punk in a situation. Like she's sitting up there like, man, bitch, you a punk. You ain't gonna do nothing. And then she gets you to act out of character and jump up when the first thing you said was that you know, if you slap her, that's gonna cost you money because you a millionaire. But now look at you getting up throwing fucking drinks in people's faces. See what I'm saying? Brought you down to her level without even having to jump up first. Veronica smart. So Gunplay and Scrappy meet up. Okay, and Gunplay tells Scrappy about Stro and how he been going through it. And in the middle of his rant, Scrappy starts to hear that he's in a really dark place right now and that, you know, maybe some vagina will make him feel better, okay? So that's when Chinese Nikki and Chinese Kitty or whatever the fuck their names are walk up. The mother and daughter whole duo, okay? And let me tell y'all something. I don't care what nobody say. This is some sick shit for you and your daughter to go meet up with dudes that y'all like giving off the feel that y'all gonna fuck. Okay, like this is very fucked up. This is very, very, very fucked up for y'all to be like the two girls. Yeah, look at the mother and daughter that we about to fuck. Like that shit ain't cool at all, Nikki. That shit is not okay. I was so uncomfortable. Okay, but of course Scrappy don't give a fuck. He out here living single and free, so he ready to hit up on whatever the mother-daughter duo is giving up. Gunplay already knows that Kiara is worrying about him, and one of the things she worrying about is him giving his dick away while he's, you know, depressed and shit. So he gets up out of there and goes binge on some drugs and alcohol, basically. We can tell that's what he went to go do, okay? Because right when we go check on Kiara, she's sitting up there at the house like, what this nigga at? He ain't been coming home, and when he is home, he acting crazy. So she goes in the closet and looks through his jackets and his pants and shit and finds, like, I don't know what bill it was, but it was a dollar bill all folded up. And it's folded up like he used it to sniff coke, okay? Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen my first experience with that being a form of doing drugs was on Sparkle, okay? The 1970s Sparkle. I don't know if y'all have ever been there, but that is one of my favorite movies in motherfucking life, okay? And Lonette McGee was sister. And Lonette McGee had a cocaine problem, okay? Sister can't fly on one wing, all right? So she had to get the dollar, and she, get the coke all smooth and shit, line it up on the with the dollar and shit. Like, that's how I knew that that's what this was for, okay? So we skip back to Kiara. She pulls out the dollar out of his pocket, unfolds it, and she smells it. And I'm sure you can smell cocaine on a dollar bill. So she rolls down to the floor, and she knows that her nightmares have come true. This nigga is back on drugs because of what he's going through. And it's so sad, y'all. So Bobby and Jeffrey meet up, okay? Finally, because Bobby has been blowing up Jeffrey's phone, trying to apologize, but he hasn't been answering. So he's got like this little nice romantic setup, candles lit and everything. But it's for naught because let's be real. Jeffrey is over Bobby. Jeffrey been over Bobby. I really feel like the slap was a way for him to get out scot-free with no blame, okay? And he tells him that they're not about to be together, okay? Because he can't be with somebody that's going to be putting their hands on him. And even though I'm here for you, like, feeling so strongly about that, because I feel like more people should have that standpoint, I also feel like, man, shut the fuck up. That's not the real reason why. When people be in relationships, they fight all the time. They play fight. They, and y'all niggas. So you mean to tell me y'all ain't never slap box, played around, and might turn into something serious, but we ain't never gonna, like, punch each other in the face or nothing like that. But a slap, bitch, really? You got slapped because when he rolled up on you, you didn't have no sorry in your face. You didn't give a fuck. You wasn't apologetic at all that you out here cheating on him with your ex after he already confronted you and you lied about it. So Jeffrey leaves and Bobby cries like a 16-year-old boy, and I felt bad for him. So Malik and Jeffrey meet up on the docks, and they have a conversation about the relationship, okay? And let me tell y'all right now that Malik constantly referring to Bobby as that thing fucking bothered me. You not wearing full face makeup and not being as openly flamboyant as Bobby does not change the area in which you're in, okay? Bitch, you're a bottom. Calm down. Calm down, okay? You might be a versatile, but you seem like a bottom. Like, how you gonna act like you better than him because he's like this much more feminine than you? Like, what? What? Because he happy with who he is? Because he not about to hide it for nobody? Because he have more balls than you to be real about who he is? Like, let's be real. That's what you mad about. That Bobby had the balls to be himself regardless, Malik. Like, and Jeffrey, you just seem like somebody that's just going from nigga to nigga. Whoever gonna take care of you the best. Whoever gonna give you all of their fucking time. Because you full of shit, bruh. You full of shit like a mug. I ain't got time for y'all. And I don't give a fuck about y'all love. I know y'all want us to care and wanted to have this heartfelt moment on the beach. But bitch, after the way you left Bobby crying like that, after you just set this whole thing up to make it seem like it was his fault, but really you was the one lying and cheating all along. Fuck you and fuck Malik. I don't care about y'all love. Give me somebody else. So Trina has her event. Okay, they announced the TNT album. We all excited. But then we got to have to sit down with Trick Daddy. And y'all know Trick Daddy already upset, okay? Because he don't like being ambushed by bitches. And for some reason, Trina and Joy love ambushing him. But now his manager, Dawn, is there as well. So he is definitely feeling some type of way. So Joy starts and says that she feels like he never really understood why she left in the first place. And he's like, look, fuck all that, okay? What do you want? What do you want, okay? And we waiting to hear what she want because we don't know whether she gonna say she want to be with him or she don't want to be with him because we've been kind of getting that feel like she might want that old thing back too. And she was like, she's over it. She don't want to be with him no more. And I'm like, damn. Well, he was hurt and he said, well, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. What the fuck else we gonna talk for then? You don't want me, I don't want you, bye. I'm walking off. And he left. And she was like, really, you can't sit down and have a conversation? But it's like, really, bitch, we don't have nothing else to talk about. If you're not going to come to the table like, look, can we fix it? This is what I need, A, B, and C. If you can't come at him with that, and the only other way to come at him is to say, I don't want to be with you no more, then you need to deal with the fact that he don't feel like y'all have anything else to talk about. Because really, you shouldn't. Okay? Divorce papers signed. Beat me up, Scotty. I'm out. Okay? Yeah, y'all. Ugh. That was Love and Hip Hop Miami. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And share me on your Facebook and your Instagram and your Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, you guys. That's where I do most of my social media-ing. Okay, I'm not a Twitter, but I tweet sometimes. I'm definitely not a Facebook, but I repost on Facebook. So if you on there, you might see me too. Bondy Blue on everything. Bondy Blue on everything. So holla at me. I love y'all, and I see y'all in the next one.